Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really cutting straight to the heart of what drives progress, clarity and purpose. We've been looking at some ideas from NADIA'S life, specifically clarity, purpose, and the path forward.
And the core message is pretty striking, isn't it?
It really is. Basically, having a clear purpose, that's more important than how easy or hard the path looks.
Absolutely. It kind of flips the usual thinking on its head.
So a question for you listening. What are you actually moving towards right now? What's really genuinely motivating you?
That's the crux of it. We often get, bogged down by the obstacles we see ahead.
Right. We focus on the difficulty.
Exactly. But this source redirects us. It points to the power of that internal compass, our purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of that Thomas Carlyle quote.
Oh, the one about the roads.
That's the one.
Yeah.
A person with a clear purpose will make progress on even the roughest road.
Powerful.
A person with no purpose will make no progress on even the smoothest road. It's quite stark.
It really is. And I think it resonates because it emphasizes internal direction over, external circumstances.
So the why is stronger than the how hard.
Precisely. Without that clear why, even a smooth, easy path doesn't lead anywhere meaningful. That purpose, it's like your inner GPS.
An inner GPS. I like that analogy.
Yeah, it helps you navigate. Even the really challenging routes become manageable because you know where you're headed. And, crucially, why it matters to you.
Right. And this clarity, it's not just knowing the goal, it's the force behind it. The source says it gives you power.
Power and direction. And it suggests something else, too, that purpose can actually transform challenges.
Turning adversity into destiny. How does that actually work, do you think, that shift in perspective?
Well, if you have a strong purpose, it gives you a framework, right? So when you hit a challenge...
Instead of a dead end.
Exactly.
Right.
You see it as maybe an opportunity, a chance to learn, to grow towards that goal you've defined. The purpose provides the context. It reframes setbacks.
So it's about focused energy then, not just, being busy for the sake of it.
The source mentions how the world sometimes values just activity. Constant motion.
With the treadmill analogy.
Right. Running hard but going nowhere. Busyness without alignment.
So alignment is key. Moving from just doing stuff to purposeful progress. How do we do that?
Well, the source gets quite practical here. It talks about crystallizing dreams.
By writing them down?
Yes. Specifically, making them tangible, getting them out of your head, out of the fantasy vault, as it says.
And it stresses doing it today, not tomorrow, today. Why the urgency?
I think that act of writing it down, it makes it real, concrete. It's the first step from abstract idea to something actionable.
Yeah, making the intangible tangible. And then there's that connection it makes between thoughts and outcomes. You become what you think about most of the time.
That one really makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
It does. Where is your mental energy focused? Is it on the fears, the potential problems?
Or is it on the vision, what you actually want to achieve? Because, where your mind goes, your actions tend to follow.
Yeah. But here's something reassuring it mentions. You don't need a perfect, flawless plan right now.
No, the perfect plan isn't the point.
What's essential is that underlying purpose. That needs to be strong. That's the engine.
That's what provides the resilience. It keeps you going when things inevitably get tough because your motivation comes from something deeper than just an easy ride.
So the call to action seems clear for you listening. Take one bold step today. If your purpose feels a bit fuzzy, maybe just write down the first sentence. What are you aiming for?
And if you already have that clarity,
then take the next step. Even a small one. Just move.
Because the fascinating idea here is that when you operate from that place of real purpose, it's almost like the path itself starts to cooperate.
Opportunity rising to meet you.
Exactly. It might sound a bit mystical, but when you're truly driven by your why, you start seeing possibilities you wouldn't have otherwise.
So the final thought then, be clear, be grounded.
And be dangerous with purpose.
Thanks for this deep dive.